Hello children. So today we are going to discuss and learn the third stanza of the poem An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum. And see, in the poem there are four stanzas, and for each stanza I am making a separate lecture. And that is only because for your easy understanding. Because this poem is really very vital, very significant, and there are some of the terms which I need to explain it, and that's why stanza wise I'm making different lectures for different stanzas. So today we are going to discuss the third stanza. So before I start this stanza, let me tell you broadly that what is given in this stanza. It's given in the stanza. In this stanza, it is said that the portrait of Shakespeare is wicked, and the maps which are shown in the classroom, they are bad examples. And it is also said that the level, the intensity of the poverty of the people and where they do live in the cramped homes, the physical conditions, they are very skinny and their bones are peeping out of the body. And finally, these slums are blots as big as dooms in the world of these slum children. So these 4 to 5 points are discussed here. So I am going to take the name of, I am going to just describe point wise, and then I will write on the board. So first let me tell you that why did the poet call the portrait of Shakespeare a wicked? So the poet says that the poet calls the portrait of Shakespeare wicked because there is no meaning of it for the children going to slum school. There is no quality education, and hence these children can never understand Shakespeare's work. That's why the poet calls the portrait of Shakespeare wicked. Is that clear? So just now I have only discussed that why did poet call the portrait of Shakespeare wicked. So this I am going to write. After that I will go for the next point. So dear children, the poet calls the portrait of Shakespeare wicked because there is no meaning of it for the children going to slum school. There is no quality education in the slum school. So the slum children can never understand Shakespeare's work. Is that clear? So this is the very first point said in the third stanza of this poem, An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum, composed by Stephen Spender. Fine. What is said? What is said there about the portrait of Shakespeare? So it is said the poet calls the portrait of Shakespeare wicked because there is no meaning of it for the children for the children going to slum school. There is no quality education in the slum school, so the slum children can never understand Shakespeare's work. Is that clear? For this reason, the poet calls the portrait of Shakespeare wicked. Fine? Now we move for the next idea given in the poem. What is the next idea given in the poem? So the next thing the poet is saying that even the map which is in the classroom is a bad example. Why? Because for the slum children, their classroom is their map only. And for them, they beyond there is nothing beyond poverty, beyond hunger, and beyond hopelessness. There is no world for them. That's why this world is not real. And the beautiful world, outside beautiful world, where ships and sun, love and care tempt these children to steal because their world do not have all these things. Is that clear? So the next point in the poem which the poet is talking about is about the map. So the map is also a bad example. The map is also a bad example. Why is a map bad example? Because for these slum children, their classroom is their map. And their world is, in their world, their world is not beyond poverty, hunger and hopelessness. That's why this map, there is no real, that's why this map is unreal for the children. And the outside world, beautiful world, where with the sun, with the ship, with love and care, tempt these children to steal. Fine? So it's said about, the next point is said about the map. So we can say that the map is a bad example. Their classroom is only the classroom is their only world. Their world is not beyond hunger, poverty and hopelessness. That is why the map is not real for them. The outside world with sun, ships, love and care tempt the slum children to steal because these things are not in their world. Understood, children? Listen once again. What did the poet say about the world which is displayed in the classroom? So the map. What did the poet say about the map which is displayed in the classroom? The map is a bad example. Why map is a bad example? So their world is only their classroom. the map which is in the classroom is not their world. Their world is only their classroom within the four walls. Their world is not beyond hunger, and their world is the world of hunger. Their world is the world of poverty. Their world is the world of helplessness. That is why the map is not real for them. The outside world with sun, ships, love and care tempt the slum children to steal, because these things are not in their world. Is that clear? So the second idea is said about the map. That map is a bad example, and what is the real world for the slum children. Now the third point the poet is saying is how do they live? Right? The third point, the third idea which the poet has brought out in this poem is how do they live? So they live in cramped holes like hutments, in constant poverty, in constant poverty, and there is a perpetual state of poverty and despair and gloom in their life. So this is said. So how is it said about how do they live? So the next idea, they live in the crumbed. They lived in the crumbed holes called hutments in constant poverty. In constant poverty, there is perpetual state of gloom, hunger and despair. So this is how do they live. So the third point there it is talking about that how do they live. So these people, these children, slum children live in the crumbed hole like hutments in constant poverty. So their poverty never ends. The poverty, they remain in the constant state of poverty. There is a perpetual state of gloom, and this gloom and this hunger and this despair can never live their life. They always remain in this constant state of poverty. So the next thing, this is the third point, what the poet has discussed in the third stanza, that how do they live. So the next we will see about the physical condition, how do they look like. So the poet has said, they look like the garbage heap, the heap of garbage. They are very skinny and their bones are peeping out their body, peeping out of their body. And we can understand, their poverty by the fact that the glass which they wear are cracked and are like the pieces of broken pieces of glass. So this is the amount, this is the intensity of the poverty. So the next thing, the next idea which the poet has brought out or discussed in this third stanza is about their physical condition. They look like the heap of garbage. They are very skinny, very lean and thin, where the bones are peeping out from their body. And there is one fact, there we can understand the intensity, their level of poverty is the glass which they wear are cracked and like the broken pieces of glass. So the point which the poet is discussing here is they look like the garbage heaps. They look like garbage heaps. They are skinny, very thin, and their bones are peeping out of their body. We can understand their poverty by the fact that the glass which they wear are cracked and like the broken pieces of glass. Is that clear? So here they have said in the next point which the poet has brought out is about their physical condition. That how do they look like? They look like the garbage, heap of garbage. They are so skinny that their bones are peeping out from coming out of their body. And the glass which they wear are cracked and it is like the broken pieces of glass. So what we have written here, I have written, let me read it for you. They look like the garbage heaps. They are skinny and their bones are peeping out of their body. We can understand their poverty by the fact that the glass which they wear are cracked and like the broken pieces of glass. Finally, there is one more point which the poet has discussed is about the slums. So slums are the blots, like the dooms. They are the dooms on the map, on the world of the children, in the life of the children. So this is the final point the poet has discussed in the third para. So what is that final point, children? So the poet says the life of slum children is getting destroyed here in the slum. So this is the next point, the next idea the poet has brought out in the third stanza. This is the last idea of the third stanza. That is, the life of slum children is getting destroyed here in the slum. So the life of slum children is getting destroyed in the slum here. Here it is getting destroyed. The slums are brought as big as doom. On the word of slum children, that is in the life of slum children. Is that clear, children? So this was the last idea. What is that last idea? It was in the poem. The last idea is that the life of slum children is getting destroyed here in the slum. The slums are blot as big as doom on the world of slum children. That is in the life of slum children. Is that clear, children? So this was your third stanza of the poem, an elementary school classroom in the slum. So let me once again recap all the points, all the ideas which is given in this poem. So first idea is said about the portrait of Shakespeare, that the portrait of Shakespeare is wicked. Why? Because there is no meaning of the portrait of Shakespeare, because there is no quality education. So how can they understand the work of Shakespeare? That's why the work of Shakespeare is wicked. Second thing is said about the map. So the map is a bad example Because the classroom is only the world for the children, and their world is not beyond poverty, hunger and hopelessness. That's why the map shown in the class is not real map, and the world which is outside, beautiful world of love and care and sun and ship, tempt these children to steal. And these children live, in hutments, cramped huts, cramped holes like hut, in constant poverty. And there is a perpetual state of poverty, hunger and hopelessness. Next it is said, that how do they look like? They look like the garbage heap. They are very skinny and their bones are peeping out of the body. And we can understand their poverty, state of poverty, by the fact that the glass which they wear are cracked and they are like the broken pieces of glass. And finally it is said that the life of slum children are getting destroyed there, and these slums are blood as big as dooms in the world of the slum children, that is in the world of the life of the slum children. Is that clear, children? So it was explanation, a nice explanation. All ideas, all points I have discussed. I have not left even a single idea and single point which is taught in the third stanza. Tomorrow I will come out with another lecture, that is the fourth stanza of the poem, and that will finish the poem. Is that clear? Watch this video, make the points, go through the textbook, and then we will enjoy it. Okay, thank you and God bless you.